Hey gamers, it's me, Maniac. I got here Paper Mario Sticker Star for the Nintendo 3DS. It just came out this week. I became aware of this game when they previewed it at the 3DS event at E3 this past year. I was a fan of the Paper Mario games. I first became aware of it when they released the first Paper Mario game for the Nintendo 64 and had that awesome commercial for it that was so good it made my top commercials video. It wasn't on the top, but it was part of the it was a part. And Paper Mario games have been released for the GameCube, Nintendo 64 of course, and the Nintendo Wii. This is Nintendo 3DS exclusive. It came out this week. You can either get this in retail or you can download it through the Nintendo eShop for the same price. If I can make a comment about the Nintendo eShop as I crack this thing open, I really appreciate that Nintendo is actually bringing all of these games, especially their major games, like Star Fox 64 3D or New Super Mario Bros. 2 and stuff like that, to the Nintendo eShop, but I can't imagine that consumers would really be that crazy for it because, well, let's just say space is finite, and these things do take up space, and unlike using a disc or having some type of installation to the system, other than the fact of you don't have to go to the store to pick this up, and there's no chance it'll ever run out of copies, you're better off just going to the store and buying a physical copy of the game. You won't have to put it on your internal memory in your 3DS. So, and you're going to be paying the same regardless. You might as well have a physical copy of it that you can either sell later or transfer later, or just hold on to and shelf if you get it. It'll make it easier to get onto a new 3DS. You know, you can just swap out the card or something like that. I mean, I appreciate that Nintendo is going out to getting all these games available on their downloadable system, and I cannot get this thing open. I do appreciate that, but I honestly just don't think there's any benefit to the consumers unless they have a reduced price. And that goes the same for many other platforms. I mean, you might as well just, but not so much for the PC, because on the PC we all know that there's really very little benefit nowadays to having games on disc because. I'm sorry, disc in retail, because you're installing the games to the hard drive anyway. So, and just as a performance benefit, it's just not there, you know. So you might as well. And on top of that, on the PC, you might be able to get the games at a lower price, or more frequent sales on the content at least. So that sort of thing. So there are benefits, of course, sales and stuff like that, but I just don't, right now, I don't see the benefits for the eShop, but then again, you could say, well, the benefits might be coming down the road. So, you know, like let's say, for example, this goes out of print or other games go out of print. I can see the benefits are there. But, if you download the game, you can't do an unboxing. So this is Paper Mario Sticker Star. Let's crack this open, see what we think. If I can get this open. This thing is glued together. This is really closed. Can I have this thing stuck? I don't see anything that's keeping this thing sealed. I'm just... There we go. You know, Nintendo, I gotta admit this. I really like this game case idea and stuff like this, but for as far as I know, the only game that I picked up for the 3DS that actually has images and stuff like this is the Kingdom Hearts game. Why have this if you're not going to have, like, graphic anything? I think that's kind of a bust. Kind of cool manual. Let's see what we got here. Now, I went with the unknown camera person to actually take a look when I picked this up the other day. And the unknown camera person hadn't played Nintendo games in a long time. and said, "So is this like the platform series? Is this like a platformer series for the for Nintendo?" And I said, "No. This is, I don't really know how else to really explain this game. It's more of like adventure RPG type series. It's not so much a platformer." And I told the camera person, if you want a platformer, Nintendo has platformer. It's the new Super Mario Brothers series. It's like any of those games are absolutely platformers. And they understood that. So this is the game right here. And I got to admit, I think it's a lot easier that I have, this game here on this media than if I downloaded it. And also, downloading takes a while. So I'm glad I was able to pick this up. I can't wait to play it. It looks like a lot of fun. And I believe this game is registerable on Club Nintendo. If you want to take a look right here, there's some other games they're encouraging you to buy. If there were some other games of the 3DS I was looking forward to, if I could just go over those really quickly. It looks like the Resident Evil games have gone back in print for the 3DS. I've noticed that Resident Evil: The Mercenaries and Resident Evil Revelations are available for the 3DS. I think you're probably going to for like $20 a piece. I've also noticed that something has gone back in print, or at the very least Amazon has gotten more copies of it as of recently, and I'm really looking forward to this one, and that is The World Ends With You for the Nintendo DS, which is backwards compatible with the 3DS. I'm really happy about that one because I've been wanting that game for quite a while, certainly since playing Kingdom Hearts 3D. Kingdom Hearts 3D characters do, The World Ends With You characters do end up in Kingdom Hearts 3D. So I've been interested in playing it since then. Also, you can just download it to the iPhone, I believe. But it is available on Amazon for like $20 right now. So, a little deal. So there you have it. That's Paper Mario Sticker Star. Can't wait to play it. Until next time, guys. This is Maniac with GameAccess.net. Over and out.